Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Brew Build. Today is episode 51. I didn't even I put out episode 50 and then realized that we hit a 50 episode milestone. Just realized that. So that's cool. Awesome. Thank you guys for being such great viewers and enjoying my content for 50 episodes. That's actually ridiculous for me to think about. That's pretty awesome. So I would like to jump right on into doing some stuff today in the Gypsy camp. Firstly, I want to show you a few things, and then we're going to get into some story time. And I thought it would be funny because I had a funny experience. The past 2 weeks have been a funny experience, just overall. But let's first start off with what have I been doing? So I have been a little bit, what's the word? Burnt, I guess. Been a little burnt out on Brew Build. And so I've been doing some stuff just off camera, some small things, not crazy big or anything like that, but just some like playing by myself and not recording, just like kind of playing to more get back into the swing of things and get a little bit more, inspiration, I guess. And so what I've been doing is I've been turning all of this kind of into stone cliff sides instead of just straight up dirt like that, and then planning some stuff out. We'll get to that in a second. But so basically what I want to do today is we won't get all of it done, but I would like to get most of this kind of planned out, and then I can go back through off camera and terraform it like all over there. I have torn out the trees just because we can replant them where we want. And then we are going to have, I think the final episode in the Gypsy camp is going to be tearing out all of the dark oak and replacing it all with this lovely birch that we have. Regular birch, gross. This place in vanilla, I'm sorry, it's going to look really bad. But it's going to be really nice in our texture pack. So I think that's going to be great. So what have I've been doing this stone stuff, which I think is turning out really, really nice. And that's because I will eventually get around to doing it more like this, maybe not with so much overgrowth and stuff, but maybe some. But it was just to tie this in a bit to make it feel a little bit more like it should be there, instead of being just like a random outcropping. And I think that'll be good. So we're going to have two caravans here. We're going to have one here. And actually, let's take some wood. My inventory is very full of stuff. I just want to lay out where the wheels are going to be, because I put those logs there for a reason. And then this one's going to be like this, and then we don't have to worry about that one. So we'll get to what's in my inventory in a second as well. So we're going to have two caravans here, and I think I'm going to have a tent, a purple tent, to match the leader. So she has a area down here and an area over there, and that's her area will be over in that main area that's over there, and then she'll have kind of like this side camp where maybe whoever is under her can go to be with this side of the camp. And we are also, I have some bone meal. We're going to work on this a little bit. I may just do this off camera because it's not going to be much of anything. It's going to be bone mealing and then putting a little bit of kelp here and there, and then maybe I think, not maybe, we are going to go and get some fish, because definitely want some fish in here instead of squid, because actually, where are the squid? I haven't seen squid in here in like 4 days, and I mean like real life days. That's interesting. Anyway, okay, whatever. So I have also been working on an entrance, and so what I've decided to do is, this was already kind of bending back like this, and so I kind of exaggerated it a little bit and made this more into a cliff section. And so this is the pathway up here. Been growing a lot of birch for that replacement time. And then we can work on the path and get this area working out. Maybe have a tiny little sitting area right there. And then I want to have a bridge from here across to here. I cannot decide if I want to have a bridge here to here, actually, or if I want to have a bridge from right here to there. I'm actually debating, I think this would be cooler, but I think we could also do 2 bridges. Maybe. Nah, let's just do one. Let's do here to here. Makes it more dynamic, makes it angular, makes it more hard, but I think it'll be more fun that way. So we're going to have a bridge going from here to here, and we're going to do that in this episode. And I have been also making it so this is our entrance. I kind of was taking a look at the landscape, and this path is right down here. And I was kind of thinking, you know what? They don't really have like a way for their caravans to get around. And so they could come this way. And I think this will be like the main entrance into the caravan area, this lake area. So their caravans can come through here. And I thought it also made for just a really interesting sort of area. And this is the inspiration I needed. I was really feeling a little burnt out on this, but now I'm really feeling inspired again because like this, just adding some stone and kind of changing my perspective a bit has really, really helped. And so, yeah, we're going to build some camp areas here. So the tents, and then there's going to be 2 tents here, 1 tent here. And I should probably mark where these entrances are going to be right there. And then this one we'll do right there. So that's where the entrances are going to be. Just 2 little tents, little camp area right here. I think that'll be good. And then I want to show you this. I thought this was just fun. We had this little clearing up there, and I thought it would be a nice little place for another tent to go. And so I built this little pathway that's really rickety and stuff. And you just get up here, and then you can have this little like area. It can be like a tent right here with a campsite and stuff. And I thought this could be a really nice little quaint camping area. Just 1 tent, nothing big. And we aren't going to build that on camera, but I will build that. Also, one last thing. So the waystone, we just got shulker shell box things. And in this episode, or last episode, we got those too. And so I have gone through and both series and organize them. The waystone, because of what we have implemented, we have more shulker shells than we have here, but we have plenty here, I think. So this is my tools. Light blue is tools. Lime green is going to be valuables. This is going to be mob drops, like more significant ones, but mob drops. This is wood, logs, planks, and then the stairs and stuff. And I have the main versions that I use. I don't really use birch and the other stuff. The stones have some terracotta because we have this area right here. And then cobblestone. So stone and some soul sand, just more like because I don't have enough shulker boxes. This is dirt, grass, coarse dirt, and podzol. And then this is kind of like my planning materials. So gravel will go here. And then these are just the concretes and stuff that gravel can make. And now you are all caught up. And then this only has this. And I gotta say, these, I mean, beautiful, beautiful creation. And I can't believe we lasted this long without them. I'm so glad we have them. Like, it's gonna be so nice to be able to just be like, oh, I want wood. And put all 3 down. But yeah, so let's get into this episode a bit and what we're building. Let's start over here and build these. So... This is going to be... Actually, I have to remember how to build these. One moment. I need to... How did we build these before? It's been a while since I've built a tent. Let's see here. All right. Coming up on... This is the one I want to mock it off of. Okay. So we had a door and then... All right. Very good. I think I have it. And so, to begin the story... I just need to say that the past 2 weeks videos I don't think have been very great quality, if I'm being honest. And I think that's because the past 2 weeks has been rather hectic at work. So I've been doing some admin training, and it has been quite rigorous. It's been really, really awful. And really stupid because I'm never going to use it. And you can go ahead and tell my boss that. No, don't tell my boss. But it's just dumb. And I don't really know what to do about it. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. So this is going to go there. This there. And so the past 2 weeks, I have been just training my butt cheeks off. And so 2 weeks ago, we started in on this admin training. Now, if you don't know what an admin does, it's really hard for me to explain, which is probably why the test was so freaking hard. So an admin is basically you have a software. And so you have the software that is, so like we use Salesforce. That's actually this. So Salesforce is a software. And so for each company, you need, how do we do this? Did we have trapdoors? I think we had trapdoors, if I'm remembering correctly. And then is this stairs? Yes, this is where we're going to go with. So you have software, and so if each company needs the software to be unique to them, because dang, it's already night, mamma mia. So if you need the software to be kind of tailored to each company's needs, you need an admin to do the behind the scenes changing of the technical stuff, like field names and things of that nature. If you have any idea what I'm talking about and you have a better way of explaining it, please explain it better than me, because I don't know, because I will get to why I don't know. So that is a very terrible example as to what an admin does. And so this past 2 weeks, I have been training for 2 weeks. 2 weeks for this test, and it's been terrible. And we have been doing some lecture-based learning. Now, most of my time here at Salesforce in these 6 months, being a training program, is very lecture-based, and that's totally fine, totally used to that. And so that's not a big deal. Now, the issue it comes in when do we want this to be? You know what? I just don't like having a small tent like that. So we're going to do this. Yoink. So basically, lecture-based learning, not bad in terms of how we've been doing it. Not fun the way it's been going so far in the past 2 weeks. So we had basically 8-hour days of lecture, which, most of the time, not that bad. Could be worse, could be much worse. And it's just really not that bad. How are we going to do this? We're going to have to do this somehow. Let's see. And it's going to have to be like this. Is that okay? Can we do it? We'll put a bush there and cover it or something. And so it's been very lecture-based, and it's been very annoying. And so 2 weeks, a 40-hour work week of purely lecture learning on this topic that I have zero clue about, zero background in, zero anything, and it's been just glorious to learn. And so then last week, so that was 2 weeks ago. We had straight lecture learning, nothing else, just class, and that was for 8 hours a day. And we'd have a 15-minute break, and then that'd be it. Well, that's 2 tenths done. That's going to be quick. This one's going to be weird. Last week was completely self-study time. And what that means is we have this a decent amount. We need more of those. We have this a decent amount. And it's basically self-learning, so teaching yourself things, concepts that have been going on. And it's really helpful when you're learning Salesforce products, because you don't really know, I don't have a background in Salesforce products, so I don't really know what to, why the whys behind them. And oh no, we didn't want these. I mean, we'll definitely use them, but I was going to use this stuff for this because it's royalty. Not royalty, but you know what I mean. Dadgummit. All right. Well, there goes that oak. And that'll help make this very nice. So yeah, we've had that going on, and then this can be. How do we want to do this? This is going to be tricky. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. And so the lecture-based learning hasn't been awful, hasn't been great. But it's doable. But it's not fun when you have to study stuff that you already don't know. And let's get some dark oak fence action going. And so like I didn't know what in the world to study. And so it was just kind of a sad situation of really having no idea what in the world to do. And so the that's all backstory. So basically, that's all leading up to the fact that so I went in to take my test last Friday, and the security on this test was the most absurd, stupid malarkey that I have ever dealt with before. It was so dumb. Does this look even remotely good? You know, I think it's the back area. It's kind of messing with me. But I kind of want to keep it like that. Maybe we'll make it all stone. We'll get rid of the dirt, and we'll make this all stone. Maybe that'll help. I think that might help my brain. So the security was a bit of an annoyance to deal with. So I go in, I walk in, and I am ready to take my test. I am ready. I am just gung-ho about it, and then get through all that. And so then I knew that you had to do they had to search your pockets. I knew they had to do that. And so I'd heard that the people that we were going to be dealing with were rather big butts. And so what I decided to do, I thought I had some chess with me. I don't think I do. And so I decided, you know what? If they're going to be butts about things, then I'm going to be a butt. And so I decided, let's go ahead and wear some cargo shorts, because cargo shorts have crazy amounts of pockets and they're really fun to have searches. I don't know. Yeah, we don't need any of this garbage in there. We might need that. I don't know. And so I thought that would be funny. And so I got there, and I felt bad because the guy that I got was actually really nice. And so he was pretty nice. And I felt kind of sad for him that I was a butthole and made him search cargo shorts. But we got through that. And then this is the ridiculous part. This is the part that I'm just like, are you kidding me? So he told me I need to search your glasses. And at that point, I was like, what? You have to search my glasses? And so he decided, let's search his glasses. And, oh, that's just 2 diagonals. I didn't need to come back over here. So he goes and he searches my glasses. And by search my glasses, I mean he flipped my glasses around. He bent them a little bit, which, let me tell you, I was very much in the mindset of, you break my glasses, I will stab you. And the man was nice. I feel bad for getting on him about this, but it was just so dumb. Actually, we don't need that because we're going to be putting some slabs here. Let's go here. Get rid of that. And so he bends my glasses around a bit, and then he apparently, when he had searched my when he had to do the pocket search, I don't know how to do this bridge. Like, it's gonna have to go up at an angle. This is gonna be odd. I'm thinking like a hanging bridge, like a suspension bridge. It's not a like arching bridge or anything like that. So the guy, he had to have seen that I had. Is this only going up 1 block? All right. This is gonna be odd. It's gonna be very strange. We're gonna have to do some spazziness. I guess we can go with, let's do this instead. Do some trapdoor action and just kind of mix up the textures and make you feel like something's happening when nothing actually is. He had to have seen that he had to have seen my belt. And so he proceeds to ask me to take my belt off so he can inspect it. And I didn't know how to respond to that, because it's not every day that you are asked to take your belt off. And so I obliged, but I also was very much like, what? You need me to remove my belt? Do you want my pants to fall down? And I don't know how we're going to do this. This is going to be a tricky bridge, guys. This is going to be super tricky. Now, I'm not one to judge a bridge, but that looks like garbage. That is the worst bridge I have ever seen in my life. Like, it gets the job done, but like I also just have no idea what to do. I don't know if this is going to help, but I feel like what's throwing it off a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot. There's a lot throwing it off currently, but the fact that it doesn't have guardrails, maybe that's the thing that's throwing it off a lot. But I don't know. I don't have high hopes for this, man. Okay, I will say that that looks better, but it still looks pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yeah, I don't think I like this. I don't think this is good. Like, I like this viewpoint, but I do not like this. It's just too straight. Yep, just too straight. Okay, let's do it here because I don't feel like dealing with that. Do you ever realize halfway through a story, or even more than halfway through a story, that you really haven't been telling a story? You've just been rambling about random things that happen to you in the story? Well, that just happened to me. And so we're not gonna finish the story per se. I will tell you how it ends. Basically, the test was ridiculous. I've been obviously working a little bit in this area. I have kind of finished this off and made this. I just bone mealed it. That's all I did. And yeah, so I had to do some of that. I had to do that admin test, and I failed it. So that was great. The security was ridiculous. And was really just annoying to deal with. And yeah, that was essentially it. That was what I was getting at for that entire thing. Ridiculous security and stupid annoying. And I'm never going to. Actually, I can't say I'm never going to take it again because I have to take it again because I failed. But that's okay. So yeah, I wanted to let's finish off this episode with a little bit of dock work. As you can see, I put some dock stuff in. Very simple, really, really simple dock. Did not need it to be crazy. And what I'd like to do is just go through and texturize it just a little bit. Actually, I think this could be interesting if we did a little like that. We'll never like see the dirt really unless we're like swimming, and then we'll see it, but that's not even that big of a deal. Like, we could even do something crazy and do something like that. That's kind of interesting. I kind of like that. I don't know what sort of appeal that gives, but like I kind of okay, never mind. I don't like it. I lied. But yeah, so let's add some of this here texture, and then we can kind of wrap it up. I think wrap this episode up. It's been a little strange, and I have some things to show you based on me rambling and not being able to say what I wanted to tell you really quickly and stuff. So that was fun. Was that the way I wanted it? Yes, that's the way I wanted it. So yeah, now it's just like a little dock, really little dock texturized and stuff. We can do some pickaxe. Good. Yes, we could do something like this on top. Okay, no, I want that. Could do something like that on top. How does that look? That's not bad. I don't think that's that bad, and I'm pretty sure I will fill the water whenever I actually get around to it. And this one over here is a little bigger, but it's pretty much the same. So I just took this trail, and it already led up to it basically, and so I just kind of made it lead up to here. It's a little bit wider of a thing, but personally, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. We could do something like this, and then maybe we could even work in that texture. And then we could do like that texture. And I really like these new trapdoors are fantastic. Like, I know they're not new, like the idea of them is not new, but the fact that they actually added them is really, really wonderful. And gotta give it to Mojang for listening and finally implementing them, because they are absolutely glorious to have. All right, what does that look like? Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. And then we can do the same thing. We're going to be one short, so that's just infuriating, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's going to be good there. So now we have little docks, and I think I'm going to replace these with these. I think that'll just look better overall, be much more solid looking. So I'll do that off camera. I'll finish that as well. And this area definitely needs some fish. So off camera again, I will go ahead and get some fishies. Probably just going to get your normal like cod and all that stuff. But yeah, I want to show you a few things. Actually, just mainly one thing that we did. So I think originally where I will cut the other clip is working on this. And then we started working on a bridge. And originally I was thinking to do a diagonal bridge from around here to up there, because I thought that would be really cool. Like, if you look at it from up here, I think it could be a really, really cool idea. But diagonal bridges that are like suspension bridges like that, really hard to make and look like not a diagonal path. And so this is what we ended up with. I just decided to make a bridge right here just to connect these areas, and then we can have like a little pathway that goes up and over maybe, or I don't know exactly why there's a bridge there, but just, I don't know, something interesting. And I really, really like it. It's really nice, especially when you walk across it. I think it's really got this nice feeling. Like, look at that. It's kind of rickety feeling with the trap doors and being able to see through, but I really like it. And yeah, that's it. It's very, very fun. So yeah, off camera, I think I'm gonna do some more work around here, add some fishies, finish up whatever I actually couldn't finish up on the little dock area. It's not gonna be much, maybe some crates and stuff, but that's about it. And then I'll put these guys up and finish. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and make this area look like that area, do all the landscaping and stuff. You guys have seen that before, so I don't think it's necessary for me to put it on camera. Maybe add some more tree. I'll add the trees back once I have everything built, and work out the path area so that we can get started over there. My goal is, I can't remember if I stated this earlier, but my goal is to have everything, have the Gypsy camp done within 2 to 3 more episodes. So this one, and then we're going to work over there, and then I'm guessing it's going to take 3. I think we'll do that area, a lot of it, a lot of like this type of stuff next episode, and then we'll do this, the leader's tent, I think, in an episode, and then we will wrap it up by transforming all of this wooded area into these birch trees that we've got going on over here, and making it into the true silverwood that it is meant to be. And so I think you guys will like that, and then we'll be able to move on and go on to bigger and better things. And I think that's going to be good. Going to be good for my sanity, because I am definitely getting a little burnt on the Gypsy camp. Need to get a little bit of a move on and get some other creative juices flowing. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you like the video, feel free to leave a like in real life. And if you are looking forward to everything that is happening on this Brew and Build channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button, join the little family we've got going here, and I will see you guys in the next episode.